here we go. Hi. How's it? Ready to eat? Me too. Okay, so I'm Clavin Peck. I'm here as a representative of the Academic Writing Center. I'm going to talk very briefly about some little things involving international CVs, many things that you're probably aware of, but I'm going to place emphasis on just a couple of idiosyncrasies. So, real quick, you're probably all aware of what a CV probably is supposed to do. It has one purpose and one purpose only, but it's not to make you look good, not necessarily. It's to get you a job interview, right? So that has a slightly different emphasis than making you look good. It has an emphasis on your reader. And who are the people that read your CVs? Well, anybody who has read 100 plus CVs in this room probably knows, whoops, that it is people who are busy and tired and have a lot of other things to do beyond just reading your CVs. So, when you make a CV, you need to keep your readers in mind, obviously. You need to, I would actually place emphasis on that last checkpoint. You want to make your CV very, very clear, uncompromisingly professional, right? And to do that, you want to try to make it readable in under 10 seconds and make it easy on the reader's eyes from a design perspective. So knowing that, you've probably seen that CVs have two basic sections, a very short header on the top, and then the main content below. Something like this is probably what you're used to seeing on certain CV templates. All right, now we're going to look at some stock photo guys and women. The header, as you're probably aware, has to say two basic things: who you are and what you are. So you want your name to draw attention. You want your job title to be very, very clear and direct. And you want your contact information, email, phone number, etc. Keep it very, very specific, very, very direct. You can be an engineer in physics, etc. Any specialization you have, state that very directly in the header. Okay. You don't want to emphasize things like your gender, your origin, or your religion. Don't put your mailing address on there. It's just kind of weird at this stage. Don't put your age on there. Especially in international CVs, there's a question of whether you put your photo or not on. As an American, I can say that that is discouraged, at least in North America, for example. Never put a photo on your CV. And in parallel with the idea of clarity, you want your CV to be as precise as possible, so you don't want any unnecessary details included in it. In fact, one of the best CVs is probably this can here. This can of tomatoes says very directly who it is and what it is, right? This is what you want your header to function like. You want to have your name and your profession, as simple as possible. You want to present all of your information as precisely as possible from the most relevant to the least relevant. You want to be precise about your skills. In doing that, you want the design of your CV to show that as well. And I'm actually going to skip a couple of slides real quick to, no, that's not what I want, no. Sorry, this is, where's the template? There it is, okay, sorry. So this is a template that we give to anybody considering writing a CV at the Writing Center. It's not available on our website right now, but it will be distributed by someone involved with this. Is it you, I think, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, okay. For your availability. You can see the design of it. There's a lot of white space separating ideas, right? The visual design of a CV is just as, well, I wouldn't say just as important, but it is important when you're thinking about the reader, communicating the most important parts of your career, of your skill set. Those are things that you need to think about. Okay. Let's see. So other things you don't want to do in the CV, you don't want to just state your knowledge without giving any direct context or content involved with it. You don't want to list your hobbies just for the sake of listing them, and you don't want to give your title like CV. We know what the CV is. You don't need to title it in any like remarkable way. I'm gonna skip that since we're running out of time. So along that line, right? You want your CV to articulate like the content of your knowledge. So you don't want to just say that you were part of like a debating society, for example. You want to say like what kind of knowledge you applied through being part of that debating society. So in this example, right, you wrote scripts and for a specific organization, right, the debating association. So any detail you can give about not just what you did in a lab, for example. You don't want to just say what lab you were in, but you want to say, articulate the specific skills relevant to the job itself that the reader, that the human resources hiring manager, for instance, might want to see. Right? So again, the most important thing is that you want to present who you are. You don't want to say who you are, right? You want your CV to be designed around the idea of highlighting your skill set, not just listing your skill set. All right. So, oh yeah, and then the last thing, I didn't say that we're cool, but my boss thinks that we're cool. The main point is that the writing center is available for anyone here who has an international CV that they would like reviewed. That is one of the services among the other services involving anything involving English academic writing. So do not hesitate to come to us for a meeting if you think you want a second opinion on a CV that you might be sending to another enterprise or organization outside of France.